six encounter with the Red Devils, being France's most frequent all-time opponent. They have faced the Belgians nearly twice as much as any other team, 39 times with Italy and Switzerland. Meanwhile, Belgium have only faced the Netherlands 129 times on more occasions than the French. That alone is more crucial to our understanding when it comes to more language and more understanding timeline. So we continue to build on that same aspect when we know we are already drawing closer to the betterment, and the statistics will really show us when we can still build on that same timeline to be able to have enough information when we get on. So that is it.
Give you that thing. I forget. I come back. I reach home. I got to go back again.
So that's the same way we get into the proper, guys. So that's the same way we can get to understand what's happening, even if we are still back to understand the prospects at which the round of 16 is running for the entire show. We are still going to understand a little bit as Belgium are still warming up to get the statistics to an equitable position. That is it, as Mbappe and Griezmann looks to play a 1-2 into the box, but Belgium are wise to it, and the Turam keeps the chance alive. He drives down the right, looking to put in a byline cross, but it's crowded out by three dark red shirts and lose the ball. Obviously, that's why we still stay the chance and have the consistency in our hands with the first 10 minutes to go. First 10 minutes as we drive into the first 15 minutes, where it's an hour of understanding, an hour to build, an hour to construct, an hour to see whatever battles both teams will be involved in, as to get everything that goes around and comes by in their own ways of doing things. So we cannot really underestimate that effort when we see more effort being put in to really build that aspect. So we should see, and we should continue to see the byline when it is coming. So that is it, guys. Let's see what happens as we continue to build. That is a throw in from Belgium. If we are still going further to see the 12 minutes of game time, it means we have a lot of preparation and a lot of in and out to make hair for the sun to shine when we are already building steps toward achieving the dreams.
Years ago in the Stade de France to break French's hearts in their own tournament when Portugal lifted the famous European Cup International Championship for the first time in 2016, losing in on home soil. 2 years later they lifted the famous World Cup in Russia. But they've always been knocking on the door this century after the mess of South Africa in 2010 when they couldn't make it out of the group stages. That was a horrible tournament for Le Bleu. But since that tournament, they've just been involved in a bit more. 2014 was a bit of a learning curve in the World Cup in Brazil, but since then they've wanted to fight for the big honours. They weren't able to. That's the point of my long rant here. They weren't able to in 2021 because they lost the penalties in Switzerland. They will move forward into Friday's quarter-final. Things stay the same here and go one better than they did 3 years ago in the multi-city tournament that we saw across Europe. But it might be an equaliser here with Lukaku. Doku puts the ball towards Lukaku, cleared away by France. Hits the referee. Referee has to stop the play because it hits him, so he can't let it. It trickled quite nicely for Onana in the Belgium, in the French's half. Oh, we got into the way actually. And it's now back with Belgium. So we are into the 90th. We played the 90 minutes. How many minutes to be added on? Just the 3 for Belgium left of their Euro 2024 competition, unless they score a goal here. It's down the right hand side, it goes through Lebacchio trying to find De Bruyne. De Bruyne is going to try and go down, maybe with a free kick. He finds Lebacchio. They need to put the ball in the penalty area, and France would have done really well. It's limited the supply. As I say that, Lebacchio's found the ball to De Bruyne. It's the heels of Kevin De Bruyne. They were booed in the last game, Belgium, up against Ukraine, from the home supporters. They may be booed again right at the end here. France getting out of jail through Koulibaly's scruffed effort. He turned, went past Vertonghen and kicked the ball into the ground, hit the knee of the Belgian defender Jan Vertonghen. It's a miserable way to go out of a tournament. It happens, it's football, and in Dusseldorf, France are progressing once again into the final 8. 2 to go. We've played 1 of the 3 to be added on here on Flash Score. France 1, Belgium 0. It's with Faz, slipping the ball to the left hand side to Onana. Onana now back towards Theti. It's now with Doku, just where they need the ball. Doku running towards the byline, putting a low cross into the middle, but there's no one there. The closest player there was the substitute in Del Caretta. You've got to find yourself in the middle. More players. It's going to be the throw-in taken by Luke Bacchio. Luke Bacchio given to Faz. Faz 30 yards away. Goes in field to Onana. He just scans. Takes a right touch of his right boot to give the ball back now. Surprised Yuri Tillemans hasn't come on as well, just to give those late passes. They do work fantastically down this left hand side. Oh, Doku in the box, weaving, turning, and it's headed away by Upa Ricardo. Oh, that was vital. Doku had Jules Koundé in all sorts of problems there. If he was able to find a red shirt, they may have found a route to goal. They have a corner for their troubles. The goalkeeper hasn't come up for this one yet. Because still a minute to play. Kevin De Bruyne, the pink boots, takes this into towards the penalty area. Doesn't even beat the first man. It's poor from Kevin De Bruyne. The Man City man has to do better there. It's the last moments of your tournament. You have to put the ball into the box. He kind of floats it in, and he makes it easy. There's still a throw in there for Belgium. Belgium, all of the players on the bench on their feet. Something special is going to happen in the next 30 seconds if Belgium are going to stay in this competition. They deflect the ball all the way to the far post. Koundé's got to get there because Doku was waiting for it. It's cleared away by Rabiot. France are hanging on here. It's Koulibaly who's got the goal over the halfway line. That's won it. And he's gone and won inside a vital free kick inside Belgium's half. The free kick that's been given away by Magalu. And Lou Bacchio, it was Magalu is the player that has been penalised. And France are there. France 1, Belgium 0. We've played the 3 minutes of added time, and I'm pretty sure